Hi guys, hope you're all well. Welcome back. So today you've probably seen from the little thumbnail at the beginning of the video, we're going to make a tiered, what I call a cream tea plate holder. Lots of people have different names for them. They're very popular in the UK if you go out for a afternoon tea and you get sandwiches and lovely little cakes and maybe a scone on top, scone, however you want to say it. So I've been wanting to make one of these for ages. I actually tried to make one in my pottery class and the bottom plate exploded in the kiln. Don't know what I did, don't ask. And we broke up for summer now, so I've not had the chance to remake one in class, so I thought I would have a go making it with the casting compound. So anyway, I'll just let you know what we're going to need for today, and if you can hear a bit of a whooshing noise in the background, I do apologise. I've got my fan on, it is so hot. We think it's pretty quiet. Anyway, shut up, Kath. What we're going to need today is obviously some resin powder. I'm going to use, I bought this from Temu. If you've seen my other video comparing a few different powders you can get. If not, I'll pop a little link up there or up there somewhere. I bought 4 bags of this, so I'm going to use it up making these plates today. So you're going to need obviously your casting stuff, and of course you can use whichever one you want, guys. Your Jesmonites, your aqua casts, you know, there's a few on the market, isn't there? So you use whatever you want powder wise. We're going to need some colour, and I bought these from Ellie Chem, who do the aqua cast. They're just the colours line, so I'm just going to use this green and add a little bit of black and white to sagify it. So I've got those colours. What else? Oh, of course you're going to need what you're going to put in. I've got these 3 square, let me just get them in the middle so you can see the size of them. These 3 square moulds. I bought them off Temu. They weren't very expensive. I will try and leave a link to these, guys. But if you just go on Temu and search square mould, you're going to find them. They're actually, these 2 were from the same company, so they look exactly the same. They're slightly more rounded. This one was different because they didn't have a bigger one. But these are the 3 moulds I'm going to use, and I'll just measure them for you, then you've got an idea. My house plates are 22.5 inches, and of course this ruler would be in centimetres, wouldn't it? But these are going to be 25 centimetres, which is about 10 inches, and this one is 18, which is probably about 9 inches. And the small one is 13, which will be 1, 2, 4, about 5.5 inches. So they're the sizes I'm going to use of the moulds. I've already written on the back how much I need. It's just a handy thing to do. So I poured water in on a scale. I know the volume of this is 130 grams. I popped on the J Diction website. Because the mix is the same as this one, which is 10:3, so I need 200 powder, 600 water to fill this mould. That's dead easy to do. What else do we need? Oh, I'm going to use this bottle and put my dark colour in, because we're going to put a pattern, but that'll all become as we go along. I think that's it, guys. Yeah, so you mould, some colour, your powder, or whatever medium you decide to use. Oh, and one of these. These are the cake stands. Again, I'll put a link in, guys, in the description box to these ones I've bought. They're just metal. This one's silver. You can get black as well. This is a 3-tier one, and of course your plates sit one at the bottom, one in the middle, one at the top. And I'm going to get Steve to drill the holes for me. He just uses a tile drill bit. We had a little practice on a couple of test pieces, and we found a drill bit that's perfectly just a tile drill bit. You possibly could put something in the middle. I did think about this, something in the middle to create your hole. You know, like maybe use a silicone straw and use a little bit of glue, or you know, the heat gun type glues, and glue it down. But I didn't know how it was going to work, and it was easy to get Steve to do it for me, so I'm not going to worry about it, drilling a hole. I could have used my Dremel, but my hands aren't the best at the minute, guys, as you know. So Steve can do the drilling for me. Right, so we're ready to go. I'll just get my water and everything together, and my powder's ready, and I'll be back in a sec. Hi guys, okay, I'm all ready to go. I'm going to do the medium plate with you, drawing the pattern, and then I'll speed the rest up. So let's get going. I'm going to make, I think I'll make 200ml of my dark colour that I want to draw the pattern with. That should be enough, I think. I can always make a bit more up, I suppose. So 200ml, that means I need 60 of water, but I'd like it to be a little bit thicker. So I'm only going to do 50ml and see how it looks. Gone over a little bit, but that'll be fine. And I'm going to put my colour in now. So I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That might have been 8 little drips of green. Oh, let me shake this black up. One drip of black. And 2 of white. Hopefully, that's, yeah, can you see it looks really, really dark, but hopefully it'll sort itself out when I put the powder in. But I do want a dark green colour. And now for my powder. Yeah, 200 grams of powder. Well, I'm working on this wooden board, guys, because I know my potter's wheel's in the corner, and I know that it's absolutely level, so I can lift this board and sit it on my potter's wheel and know that my plates are going to be really level. That's why I'm working on this wooden board. This is just my work board when I'm doing pottery stuff. And do you like my little whisk? I thought I'd give it a go, see if it helps. Oh, this is very thick. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need a bit more water. I didn't want it this thick. Definitely going to need a little bit more water. Is it funny? It was only 10ml difference. Ah, that's better. And there was me thinking that this one was extremely runny. Maybe it was just the J Diction one that was a very runny. And this one wasn't as runny. Now you could pour it straight out the of the jug, guys, but I haven't got a steady enough hand, which is why I'm going to transfer it to the ketchup bottle. And I think I'm actually going to put a bit more colour in. Didn't want to over pigment it. And of course, if I was making sage with like acrylic paints, I'd just use blue and yellow, and then add a touch of black to grey it down. More colour. It's the white. It's so weird with the aqua cast. I feel like I don't need as much colour. That was another 5 drops, guys. But with the whiter ones, I feel like I need a lot more pigment to colour it. Oh, it's still really, really light. A lot lighter than I wanted. Right, here we go again. 5 more drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to end up setting before I've even done anything with it. But it's all I don't think I'm going to get that. I don't want to put any more liquid in it, guys, because it's just going to end up more and more runny. So I'm just going to go with this. It's just a pale sage colour. I suppose I could put a drop of black in, but I don't want it to go too dark. I'll put 1 drop of black in. Just to darken it. 1. See, it's just eating it. It's funny, isn't it? It has greyed it up a bit, so it is looking a bit more sagey, if you can see. Just make sure I've got all that colour mixed in. Oh, yeah, that's better. Not as dark as I'd like, but it's better. But it's definitely sagey, and that's what I wanted. Come on, whisk. Right, let's pop that in my water. Get this poured in here. Scrape the excess out, waste not, want not, and all that. Yeah, and I've got a little mould to the side, guys, and if I've got any leftovers, I just pour it into one of my little candle moulds, because I can always paint it if I don't like the colours. Okay, so that's that. Put that to one side, get my top on. I'm hoping now that this isn't too runny to do what I wanted to do. Just wipe that mess up. Okay, are we in the middle? Yep. So what I'm going to do is just some lines down one side of the plate. So here goes. And I want it to be quite thick. Because of course the surface there is I don't have to do 2 or 3. I'll do 3. And they don't have to be perfect. I just want a nice pattern, and I'm not going to go in and touch anything up because I don't want to mess it up. So that's all I'm going to do with my green. Just going to move that to one side. I'm not even going to tap it because I don't want to disturb the lines. I may wait till I've done it and just shake the table a little bit, but I don't think there'll be any bubbles because it's quite runny. Right guys, this will get sped up now, so I'm just going to do the same on my other pieces. Okay guys, they're done now. Just going to let them set in peace, and then we'll come back and put our top colour on. See you in a minute. Hi guys, okay, these are set up. It's been about half an hour. So they're cool to the touch now. So I'm going to add my fill. What I've done is mixed a big tub of it up off screen. Nobody wants to watch me making batches, and I've decided, with this being so pale, I'm just going to leave it the white colour that it is, because my initial idea was to make these very dark green and do a paler green on top, but I'm just going to do white with this touch of green. So that's that. So all I'm going to do now is fill these moulds up, guys, and I've made it a little bit runny, just so hopefully there isn't any bubbles getting trapped. I'm just going to do this initially to make sure that there's no bubbles getting trapped by the side of the already dry bit. So I'm just going to pour a little in. Oh, and I've made just under 1 kilo up of it for now. It's obviously going to take more. I'm going to have to do it in little batches, but I didn't want to make too much, because I'd like to make sure that the bubbles are out, because I know what I did a test piece and got trapped between where the colour and the doodah is. So what I'm going to do is, I've just got one of those little pokey things, and I'm just going to run down the edge of each bit of colour. I could just feel it with my pokey tool thing, and just run down. And just be really careful, don't move your moulds once you've done this bit, because they may crack, and then the top coat will seep in between. Does that make sense? So yeah, hopefully guys, no bubbles. Just gonna do this. Let's get some in there. And if there is some bubbles, you know, it is what it is, isn't it? I could always mix a little batch up and do an infill piece, which I can show you if we do get any. But yeah, I'm just doing this and running the tool along it, and just along this edge. Let's get some in that corner and make sure there's no bubbles, because like I say, I don't want to really slam this about too much and cause those pieces to crack. Okay, let's carry on. And that one's got some in. Let's see if we can get this one to the point where it's all covered in the base. There's my little scraper. Trusty yogurt pots come in handy, don't they? Okay, let's just get this running around. like I say, if I get it up to the edges and do this, there shouldn't be any bubbles. And I will give it a tap once they're full. Okay, I'm just going to give it a little tap. Sorry about the camera shaking, guys. It's the only thing, isn't it, with this stuff, the bubbles. Might be worth investing in one of those vibrating tables. I've actually been using this little, it's a muscle massager, and it really does actually work quite well. If you press it on the table and then run around the mould, but I think these are a bit too big for it to work. It works better with the smaller moulds than the bigger ones, but it is vibrating it though. I can see little bubbles coming up. Right guys, I'll go and mix up my next batch to finish these off. See you in a sec. Hi guys, back with my second batch. Just quite a lot of bubbles on the top with the whisk. Right, let's get this poured in. Oh, sod's law. You can tell how uneven this desktop is, can't you? I'm not going to fill them 100% to the top because they are very thick, these moulds. Let's get that running down there. Put the rest in this, I think. Can't believe how much I've poured out. Such a numpty. Okay guys, I'll get these stuck to one side now. And just give them a little tap. Sorry about the camera shaking. I'll get these to one side to level out, and we'll come back when they're ready for demoulding. See you in a sec. Hi guys. Okay, we're out of the moulds. I'll just show you each one. I've got a couple of tiny little bubbles, but nothing I'm worried about because I'm going to give them a little sand just to get these edges off before we drill. Well, I'm going to get Steve to drill them actually first, and then I'll sand them. But they've come out okay, haven't they? They look quite funky. So that's the little one. And then on this one, you know, I was talking about being a bit more gentle with your moulds and you don't crack the coloured piece. This one has got, I don't know if you're going to make it out on the camera. It's a little, where it's obviously broken. But once it's sanded, it should be okay. I don't think it's going to be a problem. And again, there's a couple of tiny little pockets, which I think once it's sanded, you're not going to be able to notice it. So that's the medium one. And here's, oh, the big one. Again, I've got one little hole there and a couple there. I'm not, what I would normally do if they were a bit bigger or a bit more, I'd actually mix up a little bit more powder and water, and I would just rub it into the holes and then sand it back. But once this has been sanded again, because I'm going to knock the sharp corners off and I'm going to round this corner to match the others. So once I've done that, they'll be barely noticeable. But these have been, I've actually demolded them, and it's now been 2 days since I poured them, because I want to make sure they're absolutely bone dry before Steve drills my holes in. So I'm just going to take these to the garage and get Steve to drill them. Like I said, we've got like he's got an old tile drill bit that he gave me. Well, there's 2 here actually. These are the type of drill bits that Steve's used for work, and because they're just a little bit blunt now, they're perfect for drilling into this stuff. So these are the drill bits that he uses, and I'm just going to get him to drill the holes in the centre, and once he's done that, I'm going to sand them. And all I do is just get a tub of water and a sanding pad. Just use a fine and a super fine, just to go and knock these edges off and stuff. I'm not going to bother showing you that on camera, guys. Like I say, I just do it I've just got a shallow plastic tub, and I just do it in there so there's not lots of dust flying around. And then they'll just need to air dry a little bit once I've done that, and then we can assemble it. So I'll go and get them drilled out, and I'll sand them, and I'll see you when we're all done. See you in a minute. Hi guys, back. We're all sanded, and I've given them 2 coats of sealing wax. I've just sanded the backs, gone around the edges, made sure there's no sharp bits, and just waxed 2 coats of wax. The wax I've used is Howard's Wax It All. It's food grade, that's why I've used it. It's one of those that you can use on anything. But yeah, that's just stuff I've got in. I do really like this because you get a really high shine. But I'm not 100% sure if this is food safe, so I thought I'd err on the side of caution, and I've just used a food grade wax. So it's a satin finish. You can see there's just a bit of a sheen on it, but yeah. Steve drilled my holes nice and bonny, so we're just going to assemble it. I've got some pads for the bottom of this, which I think I'll just put on at the end. But I've just basically got some of these cork sticky pads, and I'm just going to put them on the big one on the base, but I'll do them at the end. But other than that, we just need to put it together, guys. So let's get our little washers. I'm probably not going to be able to do the whole of this on camera, but I'll show you one. Let's just pop that through there, and then tighten this up. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm having trouble screwing it in. Sorry guys, I'll have to do it off camera. I'm having trouble screwing it in. Got it. Just a bit fiddly with my hands. That's one down. Just tighten. Oh, I've lost it again. Just tighten that up a little bit. There we go. One down. And the next one. It is really hard to show you guys because it won't fit under the camera. I think the best thing to do is I'll put it all together, and I'll just do some glamour shots so you guys can see it put together. Thanks for watching, and just keep watching, and I'll do just a little 30-second video of it put together a better shot. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.